chair. Fuck. I'm supposed to get out of this chair. Whoa! How's it going?
Wow.
It's been a while. In Sweden, pick a hoe.
Oh, that's not the classic line.
What was the line? I have a meme with this, right?
Yeah.
It's been a while since. What do I say?
Usually.
It's something like sucking fetuses. I'm sure.
You're close. It's been a while since I had butt sex.
Oh,
That's
since
what
I
you
had butt sex,
classically
yes.
go for.
It's been a while since I had butt sex. Dicks up in my ass. God damn it, I gotta turn the TV down. Nice slap.
Victor.
Yes.
This isn't
This
whatever
remote is not working right. There we go.
whatever game we were playing last time.
Oh yeah, we were playing Breath of the Wild still before. Oh, we could have just done another Breath of the Wild episode.
Well,
but that's not Sonic.
But that is not Sonic, you're right.
So
why are we playing a Sonic game?
Because we just saw Sonic, the motherfucking movie, bitch.
That's what it's called.
Oh shit, do I have the audio wrong?
Sonic. Uh-oh.
Hold on.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, that must have sounded like ass. I'm sorry, everyone.
Oh my god.
Okay, there it is.
Back to a strong start as always.
Input 1. Hello!
Classic.
There we go. Because I run this through an H4 audio recorder that plugs through USB into my computer. But this thing has its own microphones on it, so we were recording into the internal microphones of the recorder and not actually into the microphone that I have plugged in, which is in front of us. I need to drink my Monster.
You do that, buddy.
Anyways, now that we have our real audio back,
Heyo.
what is Mania mode? Is
I have
this
no
normal?
idea. I'm assuming that's just the standard game mode.
Okay. I got Sonic Mania.
Hey.
We're feeling the Sonic right now. We saw Sonic the movie.
Full autism mode after the Sonic movie. Would you disagree?
I feel autistic as hell.
It's the most autistic I felt in months.
Probably my entire life.
Yeah.
This might be the most autistic I felt in my whole life.
Maybe since I was in like middle school.
Well, you can do no save.
Oh wow, that sounds dangerous.
It's scary.
Oh, it was a 2-player.
Oh, give me Knuckles.
Nice. Unlike Sonic.
I don't think it's 2-player. I think it's just that you have Tails as like your support.
Oh, okay.
But you can be Knuckles.
Dude, fuck yeah.
That's pretty sick.
That's great.
Okay.
Did
So, anywho, fucking Sonic. Sonic's
yeah.
out. It happened. We
Happy
saw it.
Valentine's Day.
We watched
Sonic's
it.
out.
Where do we start with Sonic? You gotta talk about, the redesign, blah, blah, blah. I mean, we've already talked about all that, right?
I mean, I would just like to say that I feel extremely validated with the way things turned out, because it is super apparent that, they never had any intention of using that god-awful design.
Yeah. Like,
that
it's
was
so
never
clear
what was gonna really happen.
From that trailer that they only animated those scenes in the trailer with that design. And it seems clear from that trailer, like when you look at the two trailers side by side initially, the new Sonic design fills the frame so much better, like they intended it from the fucking beginning, you know?
Oh my god, it's almost like they made an awful character design and showed it to everyone so they would get a ton of attention and negative backlash. So when they released the real design, people would be like, it's pretty good. It's pretty
I think,
good.
like, on a conspiratory level, that feels like what is right with the world is that they did that.
It's
I
just
think
marketing.
what could have happened is that they had the two designs from the beginning, you know?
It's possible.
Like,
but why
they
would
put
you
out-
animate an entire movie with two different
No,
designs?
they didn't. That's what I'm saying. They animated just the trailer to test the design,
waters.
you know? Because
Yeah.
they obviously, why the fuck would they have animated the entire movie yet if there was a risk of it looking like shit, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
I think they were testing the waters, and then it was very clear what was going on, because otherwise, why would they backpedal so hard so fast, you know? That doesn't just happen.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, since when do studios ever kowtow to what the fans want?
Yeah.
It just feels too convenient.
Like, the original deadline was probably how long it would have taken for them to continue animating the movie with that design, but they said, hey, maybe this isn't gonna work out, let's put a trailer out, see how people feel, and then we can switch directions and,
Right.
and just extend
We can use that
the
feedback.
release date.
Because doing that is basically like getting a massive free test screening.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can test the waters and see like, oh, are people gonna like
Yeah.
this? Are people gonna hate this?
Because either way, they would have focus grouped the fucking movie and stuff. Like that happens with every
sure.
movie. They would have auditioned those designs. They just had different ways they wanted to approach
They
it.
just got it done for free.
Because
and on
that-
a massive scale.
That design to me looked like the more edgy, like Detective Pikachu style.
Yes, that was the a la
design of
Detective
it.
Pikachu route.
And it's like, that makes sense, because we were talking about, after seeing this movie, the appeal of Sonic and like what sort of audience Sonic is for.
Right.
Because this movie was a baby movie for little babies.
This was definitely a baby movie
And it's
for
like-
small babies.
Sonic to me always seems like it's had a more teenage appeal, because he's always been edgy. He's always been like, I'm cool, I'm fast.
Like you said, he's like a Goku.
Yeah, he's like Goku. They have like the kick-ass tunes in all the games. You know, the music has always been a big part of it. It's always had the edgy like Sonic Adventure songs and everything. So like to me, Sonic has always been like a teenage kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that Sonic looked more like teenage Sonic, you know?
Yeah.
Where like the Sonic in the movie feels more like a fucking baby movie Sonic, you know? It feels like a fucking... What's the right comparison? The movie feels so much like all the fucking chipmunks in real life, like that kind of
Chipmunks.
shit, you know?
You mean
fucking
like
Alvin
Alvin
and the Chipmunks stuff,
or
and
Woody
like
Woodpecker or something like
it's
that.
like this super
like a
safe
mascot-y,
mascot
real
character.
kids mascot kind of character.
Yeah. But then it's also like, you still feel like, you know, maybe it was real that they changed the design, because it seems like they weren't confident in the movie because there's no merch anywhere.
Yeah.
There's no
yeah,
merchandising
they're really,
out.
They didn't go hard on the merch at all, which is really interesting.
Yeah, I have not
For
seen
a
a
movie
single
like this.
Sonic toy of this
Yeah.
movie, and it's like, this is a movie for kids to
is
sell
a baby
toys.
movie.
Where are the Sonic toys? Oh my god,
Yeah.
this is very hard to steer.
Yeah, once you, seems like once you get real
Those
fast.
turns are,
You
do I
get
have like
real
a,
slick with the
do I have a
turns.
drift button? Oh, I could probably jump to drift. There we go.
Oh, nice.
It shows you how much
Hell
2D
yeah,
Sonic I
dude.
played growing up, which
I
is
love
fucking
this.
nuts.
I love this polygon.
Oh, I lost, I think.
Sonic.
Did I
No,
lose?
you got him.
Oh, sick.
You gotta
Fuck
chase
yeah.
him down and get the Chaos Emerald.
Yeah.
But we were like as we're watching this movie, the whole time I'm just kind of like, you know, this is a baby movie for babies,
Yeah.
but like I am having fun. I'm not
Yeah.
bored.
I was not bored
So-
through most of it. It had some cringy moments where I wanted to die.
Definitely.
The characterization of Sonic for me was very hit and miss, because like it's a characterization that makes sense for being live action Sonic,
Yeah.
but it was also, he was so fucking lame in terms of his personality, and like I just want
He's
friends.
just real sad because
I'm
he
just
wants
sad,
friends.
and he has that bitchy voice where he's just like,
Yeah.
I just wish I could have a friend, and you're like, oh, the Sonic fucking blows.
For context, he's voice acted by Jean-Ralphio.
Oh, is he?
Yes, that's Jean-Ralphio.
Whoa, weird. I had no idea that was John Ralphio.
That is Jean-Ralphio.
Interesting.
Yep.
But like, yeah, I mean, most of the time his voice is fine.
Yeah.
But it's when he
not
gets into
the
that,
worst
like-
interpretation that it could have happened.
When he starts complaining, which happens a lot.
There is a lot.
He spends a lot of time
complaining.
bitching and fucking bitching to that guy because he wanted to live his life and not
Wow, could you leave
be
your
everyone's
small
bitch his
town?
entire
These
life.
people rely on you.
I had to leave my home and I didn't
don't
have a
any
choice.
friends.
How could you leave your friends? And he
I
sounds
have
just
to
like
leave
that.
Earth, but
That's
I
what Sonic
like it
sounds like in this
here.
scene. How could you?
Yeah, that's basically exactly what the fucking voice is. There are definitely times when Sonic is nearly
Yes.
intolerable. in
Literally
this
the plot
movie.
of the movie begins because Sonic is watching kids play baseball, and he's like,
Yo.
I just wish I could have friends and play baseball. And so he starts playing baseball alone
He plays baseball
by being
alone,
all of his positions, which was a fun scene.
which is interesting. Yeah, it's like, okay.
It was neat stuff to do with Sonic and to explore his abilities. It was also incredibly cringy because he gets
He
so
becomes
upset that
so
there's no one
sad.
there to give him a high five.
After he scores a home run on himself.
He gets the home run and he reaches up for a high five, and there's no one there.
Am I
Poor
really all
Sonic.
alone? He
And
literally
then-
says that out loud to himself. He's literally like, am I gonna be alone forever? And it's like, no one's here. Who are you talking to? What the fuck are you doing? He gets so sad that he starts running around the bases real fast.
Oh fuck. I keep going backwards thinking there's gonna be like stuff to find, and there's just not.
No.
I'm probably the worst player of 2D Sonic of all time, by the way. I've never been good at the game, except for Sonic Rush on the DS. That one was fucking awesome. Because you had a rush button. It was
Very
sick.
nice. But he
Anyways.
becomes so sad that he runs around the bases so fast that he creates a sonic boom, which then tips off the government to his existence.
Well, because he cuts out the power of the entire city.
Yes. He creates a sonic boom, which cuts out power to the whole city and makes the government
Okay, but
realize he's real.
backpedaling to the most hilarious shit in the movie.
Well, yeah, you gotta. I guess we gotta go back to the start.
Wait. No,
right?
because still on the note of Sappy Sonic being a fag.
Yeah.
Oh, I said fag. Here we
Uh-oh.
go.
Whoops,
No.
you're canceled.
We've never gotten canceled. Who cares?
Hashtag Victor is over party, guys. Just remember. Post
Anyways.
a bunch of make that a hashtag.
Wait, this is
post a
cool.
bunch of
I'm
fan
like,
cams.
hold on, I'm turning into fireballs and shit. What's going on? This is fucking sick.
You're going real fast.
Boof.
Yeah, you're boosting.
I've got a fucking fireball
And
power
your
now.
Power up, so
You know, it's
you're-
just
you're
staying.
good.
It's just hanging out. Okay, anyways. But yes, I wanted to bring up on the note of Sad Sonic that there's multiple scenes where Sonic gets, like, knocked out. It looks like he's, like, dead or dying. And it does the whole dramatic, like, is he okay? And every time I just wanted to go, like, it was like the
like,
Pokemon
yeah,
the
he's
first
fine.
movie where Ash is turned to stone and Pikachu cries and brings him back to life. Or, you know, like in the newer movie when Pikachu's like, I love you,
Oh
Ash.
God! Ah!
Every time I was like, I wanted to play the
love
fucking
you.
sad Pokemon music. It's fucking funny as shit. But yeah, so the most exciting thing about this movie, fuck everything, like the movie's fine, it's serviceable,
It is
it's
a
exactly
fine movie.
what you expect, but it's not bad, you know, it's okay, it's not offensive to anyone, it's doing its job of being a good kids movie. The exciting part is the Sonic lore that we are getting hinted in this film. Because it opens with Sonic's origins
yes.
of running around the Green Hill Zone, which is his homeland.
You've seen Baby Yoda. You've seen Baby Nut. Now get ready for Baby Sonic.
Yeah, you've got doofy-looking, gimpy
Oh,
baby
God.
Sonic
He's
running around
Sonic.
Green Hill Zone, and he's talking about how he has a special power, and because of his special power, he has to remain hidden to the world.
No one can know he exists.
No one can know he exists except he's a fuckboy, so he's running around anyways. And then he has his mentor, Longclaw, who protects him and he lives with, and Longclaw goes, Sonic, you know you're not supposed to be running around. Longclaw is an owl.
By the way, yeah, this is a Guardians of Ga'Hoole looking motherfucker.
Yeah.
This is not an anthropomorphic owl. This is a real ass owl.
This is not a Sonic art style
Big,
owl.
real ass owl.
It's just a giant Native American looking owl lady. And she comes through and she's like, Sonic, you shouldn't be running around. And then all of a sudden Sonic is like, all of these echidnas come out.
Yes.
All these fucking Knuckleses with their war paint and
the
shit.
tribal echidnas, like the ones,
Yeah.
what's he call in
Like
Sonic
a
Adventure.
spear goes through the window and they're like, oh fuck, and then all these fucking echidnas rain down and they
Rain
murder
down.
Sonic's fucking mentor.
Well, you don't see her die.
I thought you did.
No,
I thought
she
gets stabbed.
She gets shot with a spear, but she's
Yeah.
not dead when she
Oh no,
sends
she
him
was
off.
dead, bro. She was fucking dead,
No.
bro.
I'm sorry,
But yeah.
this is a children's movie.
So, she gives Sonic a bag full of rings, and the
Yes.
rings have the ability to teleport him through dimensions or space or whatever. So,
They send him to other worlds.
yeah, with her dying effort being attacked by the spear-throwing echidnas, she sends him off into the human world, into the town of Green Hill.
Yes.
So, we're introduced to Sonic, and he's living in hiding in a cave, and he's a lonely boy, but he's been stalking this police officer called the Donut Lord, because he talks to donuts, and that's Sonic's best friend that doesn't know he exists, and he talks
For
about
some
hanging out
reason,
with him.
this dude talking to donuts endears him to Sonic.
Yes.
On a
And
tremendous
Sonic
scale.
fucks with him by running past his speedometer
Yes.
and or his fucking
his speed gun.
and seeing how
Yeah.
fast he goes, which is cool. It's like a little nod to Sonic X, which is fine.
Yeah.
Eh. Oh fuck, I got behind him. Oh, I got him, yay!
There's a lot of, like,
I'm Sonic!
strange details in this movie.
Yeah.
Like, between Longclaw
Weird
and then,
little
like,
references.
There's also, when he's in his house messing with the rings, there's, like, a map of worlds that are still safe to go to.
Huh.
And he's got, like, a couple of them
yeah, I
marked
remember
out.
that.
And it's like, is this implying he's already been to other worlds and been discovered? And
Yeah.
this is, like, not even his, like, second or third attempt at fleeing?
Uh-huh.
So how many other... Who made this map? Did Longclaw make this map? How has she got all these
No,
worlds
yeah,
mapped
Longclaw
out
gave him
for
the map.
him?
Longclaw
what-
gave him the map.
How did she
when
scout
she,
ahead to all these worlds?
Maybe this, he wasn't born in that world, and they had been through several
They
others.
do multiple times acknowledge that Sonic is an alien.
So the most important thing is for everyone to go see this movie.
Please, yes.
You need to see this movie so that they can make Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Because at the end of the movie, there's 2 after the credits scenes.
Yes.
First, they have Jim Carrey in the Mushroom World. He gets sent there at the end of the movie.
Yes. He's
And he's got the full-on Dr. Eggman mustache, and you can see that he's got a little chub going on,
He's got
like
a
he's
little
getting
gut.
fat, and he's losing his mind, and he's swearing his revenge on Sonic. And so you're like, okay, so they clearly have a plan to have him turn into more of the Dr. Eggman that we know.
Like the real slick science type that he is in this movie is devolving into like the crazy Dr. Eggman character that we know from the games.
And so you've got that going. And then after another credit sequence, fucking it shows in a ring portal opens up, and who steps out? Fucking Tails. Tails steps out of a portal, and he's got a little radar thing, and he goes, "I've gotta find him!" And he goes off,
it just like
fucking
that.
flying at hyperspeed,
Tails
looking
is
for
away.
Sonic. And Tails looked perfect.
Tails looked like Tails.
He looked perfect. He looked like the best Tails you could ever
However,
get.
What's important is what this implies.
Yes.
What's important is this implies that there is a willingness to not only make another Sonic movie, but make another Sonic movie that explores more lore into the Sonic universe and brings in more characters.
Yes, because we've established the echidna race. Like,
Yes,
they wouldn't have
we
done that
already
if they
know.
didn't intend on exploring that, you know? Because, like, why have it? It could have been fucking anything. Why have that weird origin thing?
Exactly.
And it's like, it half feels like, oh, like ordinarily you think like, oh well, they tack that on afterwards just in case they could get a sequel. They just wanted to establish some stuff, but like those characters, you know, the character of Longclaw is referenced several times throughout the script, and so it's like it feels like Longclaw was there from the beginning as an asset of the movie, you know, not something
like,
that they put in
always part of the
retroactively.
plan.
And then that makes me suspicious again of the of the fake Sonic character design, because like they had the echidnas and stuff, and all the art was consistent. So it's like
the echidnas look like the Sonic redesign.
yeah. So it's like, oh, so they had to redesign all of these assets. Like, oh my god.
You're about to drown.
Yeah, I mean, what am I gonna? You know, what can I do?
Yeah.
I died.
Oh.
I guess I got hit by
You
a
got
block too.
smooshed?
Got
Yeah.
smooshed. But yeah, there's like so much going on. But like coming out of the the movie's ending, and I'm like, well, that was okay. And then Tails shows up on screen, and all of a sudden I became the most excited Sonic fan in the entire world. And I'm like, this opens it up for so many possibilities.
So much could happen. So much is now
Endless.
possible, because we know that the echidna race is a thing. We know that Tails is here.
Yes.
That means there's a very high likelihood in the event that we get a Sonic sequel, Knuckles will be introduced as a villain. And I'll be living in a world where I'll be almost 30 years old, and I'll have to face the fact that there's a live-action Knuckles in a live-action Sonic movie, and I don't know what to do with my life.
Yes. Hope might come
I
and
might
shit.
actually die.
She's gonna be shitting and
I
coming.
might actually fucking die. For
It's
reference,
just amazing. It's amazing. Like, fuck. I couldn't give a shit about there being a live-action Sonic movie. I care so much about having Knuckles and Tails in a live-action Sonic movie. I'm gonna shit my pants.
Oh my God.
And the fact that they're moving in this direction where they're taking the lore seriously is like,
just-
what?
It feels
What?
It feels like this setup is heading in the way of making a movie adaptation of Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
Yes,
It feels like that's where
exactly.
it has to go.
Or at least Sonic Adventure 1. Because it seems
Oh
like
yeah, or Sonic Adventure.
It seems like logically what would happen in the next movie is that Knuckles is introduced, the Chaos Emeralds are introduced.
Right.
So, you know, the concept, like, Super Sonic's got to appear by the end of the movie because that's what fans are going to expect. And, it, like, Tails, and it's like, this is crazy because it feels like logically Knuckles shows up, they're going after the Chaos Emeralds,
Right.
which Tails explains to him at the beginning of the movie. Chaos is introduced as the unstoppable force that they need to work together to beat in the end. Like, maybe Chaos isn't revealed until later in the
Chaos
movie.
will be in the third movie.
Because Knuckles has to become a good guy by the end of the
Right.
second movie, which means that Chaos probably has to be introduced. Or at least that concept, you know?
I'm thinking,
Like, how does
Knuckles
Eggman
will-
get out of the other dimension? Is it Chaos? Who knows?
Yeah.
There's so many
who can
options.
say? Who can say? But Knuckles will definitely be introduced as a villain, and then by the end of the film, will have turned into, like, a pseudo-good guy.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly
Because
what needs
that's
to happen.
Sonic 2, you know? That's what has to happen. Oh, it's so good.
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck.
It's gonna... I don't know. I don't know what it... And then, of course, like, after the credits sequence, there's a couple sitting next to us in the theater. Me and Victor are excitedly talking about Tails and then the impending inclusion of other characters. And this girl just goes, I just want Rouge!
She's like, I just
was
want
like,
Rouge!
"Whoa,
I just really want Rouge! I'm like, what the fuck?
Like,
Did you come
dude,
here expecting to see
Good
Rouge?
luck. Good fucking luck with that one, because I don't think so, but... Hey, live your dreams.
It was pretty funny.
I
And then she
want
just, like,
Rouge.
kept trying to talk to us about Sonic.
I'm like,
And I was just, like, very uncomfortable because we were just
Yeah.
having fun and memeing and not expecting to get into a conversation with some fucking
right.
NecoCon attendee.
It was a lot.
Whoa, you gotta, like, hit these scaringes, I guess. What's happening? It's kind of
I'm
puzzle.
assuming you
Oh,
need
cool.
to.
Whoa! Oh, sick. Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh.
But
Oh,
yeah, it was
so
pretty
good.
fucking exciting. It was pretty great.
That being said, go see the Sonic movie.
You absolutely should.
Sonic flosses twice. So that's
think
the worst thing that happened.
We liked it more than Detective Pikachu in a
Oh.
sense.
I, hands down.
Yes.
I was so much more into this movie, so much more entertained by this movie than Detective Pikachu.
Yeah.
Because I found Detective Pikachu to be mostly cringy.
Yes.
It had a lot more cringe than this movie did for me.
I think in terms of what these movies had to accomplish, I think Detective Pikachu is a greater accomplishment.
Sure.
Because it could have fucked up in way more ways. Like they created an entire Pokemon world that was not the human world. I think
Yes.
Sonic is something that should be so fucking easy.
Yeah.
And they did do the easiest version of it.
For sure.
You know? But the door is open for them to do the
But
challenging
yes, it's
version now.
what it means for the future that is the most exciting. It's
Yeah.
not this movie necessarily that's exciting. It's what it means for the future.
Because Detective Pikachu was like, okay, that was alright. You didn't ruin my childhood. It's fine. Please don't do another.
I mean, you still had to listen to Ryan Reynolds sing the
Yes.
Pokemon theme song.
Yes, that was disgusting.
So that was horrible.
But the memes were good. Could have been worse.
Could have been worse, for sure. However, it didn't open up the doors to anything better.
Yes. You just went, okay, I'm
You went,
glad
"Alright, well,
I'll never have to deal with
I
this
saw
again.
Detective Pikachu.
They were
Yep.
gonna do it eventually. They did it. It was fine. Let's move on. Sonic is like, oh my god, Sonic 2. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
gonna be
the
insane.
fact that at the end of the movie you're sitting there like, ah!
Oh. Or they'll
think-
just turn it into a Netflix series. Who
I
knows?
mean, you
I mean,
know,
that would still be fun.
Whatever. I'm fine with either one, honestly.
Yeah.
As long as it continues to be, if it goes where we wish it would go and
Yeah.
it's fun, I won't give a shit.
I
This is
just
the most
want more.
excited I've been for Sonic in a very long time.
Yeah.
It reminded me, I was like, oh yeah, I like Sonic.
Yeah.
There's been so much bad shit.
That was the other thing. It's like you can't really fuck up Sonic at this point because it's been so bad for so long that everyone's lost faith. So, like, reinterpreting this character is not a problem, you know? Totally redesigning it, having his personality be different, starting from the beginning. It's like, you know what? I don't
Like,
hate it
fine.
because Sonic has sucked for decades.
Right, because Sonic has been shit on for so long that at this point you're just like, yeah, alright.
Please save
That's
Sonic.
fine. This is fine, I don't care.
And it did, you know, it felt like, hey, this could save Sonic, you know?
Maybe, you know?
Kids were in there fucking loving it. It was
The
it
kids
was a
in
good
the theater were like losing
The
their
movie
shit.
was popular with the audience there watching it, and it felt successful at
There
what it set
was.
out to accomplish.
There was
like people were
literally-
literally leaving the theater saying, "That was really good. I loved that." I was like,
think-
"Whoa!"
The highlight for sure, though, was there was like a 6 or 7-year-old kid in
Yes.
a Sonic Kigurumi with light-up shoes, and after the movie, he ran to the front of the theater and just like did zoomies
Yes.
around the front of the theater.
Just
He was so
zipping
excited.
around.
It was great.
Oh man.
I think I don't know. I think part of the charm is just that it's so simple and it's so positive, whereas the Detective Pikachu thing has to do the whole dark, moody bullshit.
Yeah,
and I'm so
that's
sick
true.
of that. I'm fucking sick of dark, moody takes on Pokemon.
Yeah.
And shut the fuck up. It's Pokemon.
And they did have
Get real.
to shoehorn a lot of things in sort of bizarre ways, like Mewtwo and stuff.
Yeah, like, oh, come on, I don't care.
Yeah.
There's no stakes. Whatever.
Yes. And then Pokemon choices were weird.
Yeah.
There's a lot
Well,
of
there was only
weird,
15 Pokemon.
obnoxious shit in
It
that
was just
movie.
like, I don't know, man. I don't
Man,
know.
oh, the hype is so fucking real.
This is just like pure excitement. There's so much hope for the future, and you're just like, yes!
And it was definitely like, you know, if you saw this as a kid, you'd love this movie. Like,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
if we saw it at peak Sonic
Especially
fandom.
with Jim Carrey, I would
Oh
have
my god, yeah.
fucking lost my shit.
That was another aspect, was like, it's almost a return to form for Jim Carrey, because Jim Carrey has
truly
sucked
is.
so long, where it's like, he's not exactly good in this movie. Like, it's pretty
But
dumb.
You see the glimpse of why you grew up loving Jim Carrey
Yeah.
in this movie. You're
He
like,
does.
Oh, yeah.
He does enough Jim Carreyisms that it's like, yeah, a kid watching this would fucking love this, you know?
It felt like I was watching Ace Ventura for the first time again. I was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's why I loved Jim Carrey as a kid.
He's just a wacky,
Because
goofy,
he does all this
funny man.
weird, goofy, like body comedy shit.
Yes, and he was just unhinged. Oh yeah, here we go, the Puyo
Oh,
Pop thing.
nice. This is cool.
Yes.
This is fantastic.
Oh,
Now,
wow.
mind you, I'm not sitting here saying all this, acting like it's a fucking masterpiece.
Yeah.
I just really enjoyed it.
It was mostly like, for me, it did really significantly change when we saw the end and what they intend to keep doing with
It's
it, you know?
yeah, it's what it implies for the future that made me so
Because, like,
excited.
As a one-off cash grab, you go like, okay, well, that was tolerable.
Yeah.
But then when you see it and you're like, oh, they want to do more. They want to do more Sonic. Then you're like, wait, this is fucking nuts.
And then your
like,
brain
are you
starts going
serious?
to where they could go with it.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my god.
Which could be
Ah!
hilarious and amazing.
There's so much that could happen, and you start thinking, and your brain goes, and you're like, ah.
I
And
want
it's like,
it so bad.
I feel like I'm 12 again, and I'm excited
Yeah.
for Sonic.
Exactly. The most excited anyone's been for Sonic in fucking 20 years.
It's great. I love it. I'm fucking hyped.
I hope Sonic has a resurgence, you know? It's just a franchise that's been mishandled for so long.
Yeah.
There's
it's
no
really
reason it
gotten
shouldn't be
the
good.
shaft,
I mean, you play
so-
Sonic Mania, and it's like, everyone loves this! Everyone loves Sonic!
Yeah. That's
He
the
just
thing.
gets so mishandled
It's like-
forever.
He's super iconic, and there's no reason that everyone can't, get behind this, especially when you break it down to the very basics of the formula, like in this game.
It's just really strong character designs, really strong aesthetics,
Yeah.
and it's like, that's all you really need. They just blew it up to such a big level with the Sonic Adventure franchise, and then going into Sonic 06.
Yeah.
And then Sonic Unleashed and all
And
that.
then
It's
just
just
ramping
like
it up over and over.
they
and
lost
never
touch of what people
de-escalating.
actually care about with Sonic,
Yeah.
What the actual appeal is. Oh, that was fun.
This
Let me
game
go right over
actually
there.
looks like a fucking blast, though.
Yeah. So this game was praised to high heavens because it's made by fans.
Yeah. Well, of course. The people
Yeah.
you should trust to make these kinds of
Yes,
things.
because this is the game where they gave it over to people that were making Sonic mod games.
Of course.
And Sega gave them an official Sonic game to make, and everyone fucking loves it.
See, that's the best thing Sega could have possibly done.
Yeah.
Got it.
It has been immensely successful. And they should just do that with the Sonic Adventure franchise too.
Yeah, they really. That's actually a really good idea, and they probably.
The fact that they haven't made another game with Chow Garden since I
Right?
was
Like,
a
what
fucking
the
kid,
fuck is going? People have clamored for a Chow game for years.
it just shows that they have no idea how to fucking sell Sonic.
Not at
It's
all.
insane.
They think for some
Shit.
reason they need to continue upping his edge factor, like
Yeah.
Sonic Forces. And it's like no one wants this.
Because they think that's
Not at all.
what teenagers want, They think that Sonic is this teen franchise, I guess. I don't know. I just don't understand the logic with Sonic.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get it. But
Yeah, I would say
whatever.
this movie was a good move, and I like the direction they're moving in.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just excited. I'm fucking stoked. It's gonna be, there's a lot of shit that can happen. We can get Metal Sonic, we can get
I
Shadow,
definitely think Metal Sonic
Metal Sonic for
in the
sure.
next movie. Like, that would really make sense.
It makes so much sense
to have
with the way
Knuckles
things
and
were
Metal
set
Sonic.
up. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so
Because
excited.
Eggman has Sonic's hair.
Yeah, he has the quill.
Which to me implies that he's gonna construct
Which means
Metal
you
Sonic.
can make a clone.
Yeah.
He's gonna make it a robot because he loves robots because they're
Exactly.
efficient.
Oh, so good.
Oh man, I'm so excited.
I really
Oh,
hope they got,
God.
like, whoever fucking did the redesign of the character supposedly to write the next movie. It's like, just get Sonic fans to write
Right?
this shit.
Just pay adult Sonic fans to write
Because this movie, even though it came out, like, it came out okay, it feels like such a Hollywood movie, you know?
Oh, yeah.
It follows all the same beats
It
you
is
expect it
definitely
to.
a by-the-books baby movie.
And it's like, you can, you know, they could go so much further with all this lore shit.
Oh man, yeah. I love it.
And who knows, maybe it all was added in after the fact because they went like, how do we make more of these? And they asked some people who know about Sonic
Maybe
and
we're
they
giving
went,
them too much credit, but
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm just excited.
I would be so severely disappointed if we don't get a sequel at this point. I will probably cry.
I
will
might actually-
I will actually break down in tears. Because they got my hopes up so high, and then they're gonna fucking dash them away.
Yeah.
Like the selfish pricks they are.
I might actually have to kill myself at that point.
Jesus Christ. It's not worth living anymore.
It's just not worth living.
They
if I
baited
can't
us.
have my-
They cucked
my
us with this
Sonic
fucking
sequel.
Sonic movie. How do I get this little TV?
I mean, it's just so bizarre because the last thing in the world I expected going into this movie was to leave like so excited
Yeah.
for more.
For more,
For
yeah.
more of it to come. I totally expected to go in and for it to be like totally average.
Yeah. I
Now that
expected
the
it.
shitty design was gone, I was like, it'll
Yeah.
just be fucking garbage.
I was like, it'll be okay at best, and then I expected it to be a little cringier. You know?
Yeah. I
Like
definitely thought
it
we'd get
was
some
definitely
cringe.
cringy. It did give me the elements that I knew would be cringy. It's just they didn't make me cringe as hard as I thought they would all the time. I definitely had some big cringes in there.
There were some cringe.
Because I would lean in and
Yeah.
just put my head on your shoulder when I was dying.
There was that happened a couple times.
Yeah.
Definitely when Sonic was flossing, like, you know.
When he was dying.
Oh my god.
All the
Like, you know he's not.
the little kid tearjerker moments drive me fucking insane.
Yeah.
Where it's like they do so much emotional manipulation to make you care for Sonic. That's just like, you don't need to do this. We love Sonic.
Yeah,
like
it's
everyone
okay.
loves this
We
Sonic.
know.
He's adorable. He's a goofball. Like, you don't need to make him like crying all the fucking time. He's like
Yeah.
Steven Universe or something.
Exactly. He is quite,
This is the Steven Universe of
feeling
Sonic.
Some feels.
It just feels
He
all the
for sure
time.
does feel some feels.
He just wants friends.
However, you also made a really good point that establishing the kind of more like immature, insecure
Yeah, that's
Sonic
what I
in
wanna
this
talk about.
movie could be a good move as far
Yeah,
as
because this
moving
feels like it's
forward.
meant to be a younger version of Sonic in like an origin story, because it starts off with him as a baby and then he feels like he's meant to be, you know, he's watching
He's
like
like
12-year-old
14.
kids play baseball and you're meant to associate him with those kids.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah,
like those were
exactly.
little
Those
kids
are-
playing baseball.
Yeah, those are like 10-year-old, 9-year-old
Yeah.
kids playing
Those are the
baseball.
people he was putting himself as his friends.
Yes.
You know, like, oh, I can hang out with these
Those-
kids. I'm like them.
Those are
So,
the
like-
people he aligns himself with mentally.
Yeah, this is a young baby Sonic, so it makes sense. It puts him at the same age as Tails, you know?
Yeah.
When Tails comes in, and it leaves room for Sonic to mature and then become the edgy Sonic that we all know, you know? Ooh, I full died.
Yeah, you straight died, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, in the next movie, he's not going to be emotionally vulnerable anymore. Maybe he will over the death of Longclaw. He'll probably have some feelings, you know, there's probably going to be some origin in terms of, like, who he is, what his power is.
What kind
but,
of
like,
alien he is.
I think Sonic will be more confident as a character.
Yes.
And he'll
Now
be
he
coming
has
into his
friends.
teenage years. Maybe he'll want to fuck Amy. Who knows? I think it'd be a good move to put Amy in. You know, you're going
Yeah.
with Tails. Even though, I don't know, I'm not sure how deep Amy gets introduced.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think she was in 2 or 3.
No, she wasn't. Not to my knowledge.
Yeah,
Right?
so Amy might be too much, but at
I
least
think
Knuckles. Maybe Amy in the third
It's
movie.
less likely that we'll get Amy.
Yeah. But Knuckles is
But
confirmed
Knuckles,
almost.
like, for sure.
Tails is
has to
absolutely
happen.
confirmed. Knuckles is like, they had a
solid.
kid us. Knuckles
A
is
pretty
coming.
safe fucking bet.
Yeah. He's like gonna be revealed in the trailer for the second movie,
Oh,
you know?
for sure. Oh my god. Jesus. Now I understand how Marvel fans feel. Like when they watch their trailers
Yeah.
and they like scream in their
Like,
seats. And I'm like,
"Wah!" This is like
oh
Star
my
Wars
God.
for us.
that's gonna be
Fucking-
what I'm like.
Tails was
Oh my
Emperor
God.
Palpatine coming out at the end and being like, "Bah, ha, 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 ha. The Force."
And then a bunch of idiots scream in a theater. That's us.
I was literally
That's
clapping
me.
and shaking. I was screaming and literally shaking.
Oh my god, I understand what it's like to be a Star Wars fan now. Oh god. I'm terrified. What has become of my life?
Amazing. And the Gen Xers are gonna have no fucking idea
Everyone's
what's going
gonna be
on.
like, what?
This is just for millennials and Zoomers. Everyone else is gonna be fucking lost.
Oh my god.
They're like, what the hell is happening? Why are so many adults seeing this? We're gonna be like, dude, shut the fuck up and leave.
Get the fuck out of here!
Now, where is my Sonic 3D reboot game?
I need to see Knuckles fucking move.
I need Knuckles and Rouge fucking. Knuckles
Oh
needs to
my
be voiced by
God.
Denzel Curry.
I'm telling you right now, Lakeith Stanfield.
Yes.
That is who is going to voice
I think
Knuckles.
most likely
I
that
am
will happen.
Fucking confident.
It only makes sense that
It
Lakeith
just
would
makes
do Knuckles.
perfect sense. Oh my god.
Ooh, on a secret path. Uh-oh. I'm dying.
Jesus.
I'm so bad at 2D Sonic, it's amazing.
If I do, and it's just, oh, my life. I don't know. For context, for like a big part of my adult life, my deepest, darkest secret was that I had a crush on Knuckles when I was younger. And it took me a long time to come to terms with that.
Uh-huh.
So now this is happening, and I'm kind of like, the repressed memories are coming up, and I'm like, oh my god, no. I don't know what to feel.
Yep.
I'm so concerned. But I'm so excited.
I mean, you know. Did you jack off to Knuckles?
No.
That's what everyone's wondering right now.
No,
You
I was
say
like-
that, and
I
then
was
we're
like
like,
11!
were you looking at?
I was like 11!
Yeah, I was probably 11 too.
Wow, alright.
I jacked off to Rouge for the first time. Who knows?
Confirmed furry. Everyone's like, well, she likes
We've been
B-stars and she
furries
wanted to
the whole
fuck Knuckles, so
time.
clearly she's a furry.
Were you reading them Knuckles fanfictions? Some
I did
nice,
not have
some nice pure
unfiltered
ones.
access to the internet
Yeah,
at that time.
yeah, you did.
Come on now.
Just your embarrassment of your deep-seated embarrassment of the Knuckles
Because-
crush borders on like, oh,
Because
what did you do?
It's really, I don't know. It just strikes me as odd because anthro characters aren't usually my MO.
It is pretty funny. I mean, but Knuckles was cool.
But I mean, yeah, it's true.
He's the proper edgy character instead of Shadow, you know. Shadow is the fucking hot topic edge. Knuckles is like, you know, the mature
Actually,
cool character.
actually
you know?
hard.
Yeah.
From the streets. Because he's the
And
black
jump on the CD.
character.
He is black. Oh, I'm so excited
Oh my god.
for Lakeith Knuckles.
Oh man. I don't know what I'm gonna fucking do with my life.
Yeah.
I will be a fucking almost 30-year-old adult.
Yeah. All right, so to pivot away from Sonic, we're treading water.
Oh boy.
We also need to explain why it's been so long
Hey.
that we've uploaded anything,
Yeah.
because I'm definitely gonna upload this like today,
Oh, you're
so
playing
that
today. Nice.
no, because we're talking about Sonic, so
I'm sorry.
people want to hear about Sonic. I'm like hiccuping to death.
Yeah, that sounds
Ugh.
really painful.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
Are you okay?
Yes. All right. So yeah. So in the last few months, we've recorded like a bunch of Vic and Hopes.
Yep.
We've been playing Pokemon,
Pokemon.
Pokemon Sword and Shield. Fucking Christ, this is hard. I can't tell what's happening.
There is a lot happening on the screen.
Yeah, we've been playing Pokemon Sword and Shield, and we've been talking about our Japan trip,
Yes.
among other things. There's a couple episodes where we don't talk about it at all. The problem is, I promised in these Japan trip videos that I was gonna cut the footage of us. Like I took a bunch of pictures and videos while we were in Japan, and I thought it would be cool to set the photos and videos over what we're talking about. So that you have a frame of reference for what was going on, because I have all this footage and I don't really have anything else to do with it.
Right.
So I was holding off on it for a while doing that, because we recorded the first session in November, and then we recorded the second session in January, and now it's halfway through February.
It's halfway through February.
So these have been around for a long time. For a while, I couldn't figure out how to edit them, because when I was putting them into Adobe Premiere, it would just crash, and it wouldn't work. And then eventually I figured out I just had to put them in there and then wait like an hour and it would work.
Yeah.
And so I finally started editing them. Because I was gonna give up. I was on the cusp of giving up. I recorded a vlog about giving up. And then I didn't give up. Because I was able to finally edit them. And so I started editing it. And I started to really like the editing. Shit.
Yeah.
Because I edited almost all of the first episode of this. With all the clips on it. And, like, it's neat because I get to show the Japan footage, and it's over what we're talking about. It gives you a frame of reference for what we're doing. So I was like, okay, cool, I'll keep doing this. And, like, for the first, through all of January this year, I was barely doing anything. I didn't have any work going on. I was freaking out, and I was trying to fill time. So I was like, all right, I can do these edits, and it'll be perfect. And then I got really busy. So now I'm super busy. I have no time to finish even this first episode. And there's still, like, 7 more for me to edit or some shit.
Which is when you said that you were going to edit these episodes, and I knew how long it was going to be, I was like, are you sure?
I know, but I wanted to challenge myself.
Well,
and
you sure did.
It's worth it because it comes out really
I'm sure
neat,
it's great.
you know? Even though I feel like it's still going to be obnoxious for people because they have to tab over to look at it.
Well, they don't have to.
And I was thinking about, like, putting a chime in so you could tab over if you want to see that stuff.
Yeah.
Or, like, putting timestamps in where you could just go to that part and see the footage or whatever. Because it's neat, you know?
Yeah.
I like to see the footage, and for me, it's like a perfect...
Well, I haven't gotten to see any of them.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like a documentation of what we did for us, you know? Because then we can listen to us tell the story again and see the footage with it.
Yeah.
So, like, it's super cool, but there's just no way I could possibly edit it all. It's too much.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot.
It's just
I think
way
it
too
would
much.
Take, a tremendous amount
Maybe
of
I
time.
can do a
I mean-
Kickstarter and hire someone to do it. Fuck.
Jesus.
No, because they're not going to know what to do. Because
Yeah,
everything I
that's
have
kind
is a
of a lot.
clusterfuck. It's a lot of work.
I mean, I guess if people don't care and they're willing to wait a long time for those videos.
Yeah, but, like, I don't know if it's going to be worth it, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Especially when, like, in between, like, we did a couple episodes where we're talking about, like, current relevant topics that are now way dated, you know?
Hella irrelevant.
Like, it'd be an interesting time capsule. But then it's like, could we possibly, like, do a normal Vic and Hope recordings and then do Japan recordings and then have the Japan stuff come out, like, once a month or something? And then have, like, the normal Vic and Hopes come out so that we could still talk about stuff? We could do it that way.
That probably, yeah.
Or, like, we could sit down and we could do...
Say this is just for...
Like, we could do an episode where we just do talking about whatever stuff, play Breath of the Wild, and then switch over to Pokemon and do another Japan story.
Yeah.
'Cause, like, we've also already been playing Pokemon, and, like, I wish we hadn't been playing Pokemon because it's insufferable. But, like, yeah, so that's just the current state of things. That's why we haven't uploaded in so long, so we've recorded a bunch of episodes, and I can't edit them. It's impossible.
Yeah.
There's just no time. Unless it wants to take an entire year, you know?
Yeah.
But I want to tell the story because, you know, it's there.
It is a story, yeah.
But then it's also just, it's taken way too long.
Yeah.
It's depressing.
It's hard.
It's a rough life. But, yeah. So that's where that is. So that's why we're doing this. We're playing Sonic Mania because we want to talk about Sonic, and I want it to come out, you know, now and not
time.
in a year when I finally finish editing all these fucking Vic and Hopes.
Jesus.
Oh man. Yeah, so that's that. Anything else you want to talk about while we're doing this session? Since all of our episodes last an hour and a half now.
Apparently, since well, we talked about Sonic for like a good 35-40 minutes.
Nice.
So we did pretty good, I think, on that. Let's see. I had some stuff, yeah. Oh, hey. I want to share a personal moment of triumph.
Oh no.
So no one is allowed to make fun of me anymore because I did go to the dentist.
Oh, nice.
And I got my shit taken care of. I had 2 cavities, and I got them filled, and now my teeth are all good to go.
And they're all clean and white because you got them.
No one is
you got 'em
allowed to
clean.
make fun of me anymore because I overcame my fear and I went to the dentist, and it wasn't that fucking bad because, of course, my parents just made it fucking way overblown, as they love to do.
Even though I'm the only person who made fun of me for it, so.
Nah, people in the comments section
nice.
Did make fun
Excellent.
of me for it.
Amazing. Because you're silly.
But I did it, so.
Shit, how do you jump over these fucking pops?
I'm on the path to.
This is infuriating. They're so long!
Ah!
What am I doing wrong here?
To dental health.
Nice.
I'm on the fucking level now.
You're on the road.
Yeah.
The rainbow road.
I didn't get like a cool silver filling. They're just the color of my teeth.
Oh,
so
weird.
I don't have any like street cred.
So they do that now, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
Now you can just get tooth colored fillings and you don't look like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Sorry if you have silver fillings, I just don't think they look good.
Back when they put the good old mercury in your teeth.
Love me some mercury.
Yeah. Those are the ones that I consumed in my own body at some point.
That's probably why you're insane.
That's why I'm retarded. Yeah, because
the mercury poisoned you.
I accidentally ate my mercury fillings, and so
And now,
we reference this because I've had several fillings, and they're not there anymore. They're gone.
Yeah, fun fact, you have to actually like get them like redone every.
Because I keep turning into a ball, I think.
Maybe.
And the ball isn't as fast as running, I guess. You gotta get them refilled?
Yeah, you gotta get them
what?
redone every like 5 to 10 years.
Well, you know, my parents are irresponsible, so whatever.
Well, I think it's safe to say both of our parents are irresponsible in different ways. So that's good. But yeah, now I got white teeth.
Yes.
Not that my teeth were gross before, but now
Your parents somehow thought it was a
extra.
better idea to make you terrified of the dentist so that you would
Yeah.
never go.
Roll through fear.
And my parents just could not discipline us for shit ever.
Yeah. Two completely different.
Yeah, different parenting
The
styles.
methodologies were quite different. So yeah, so no one's allowed to make fun of me anymore. So that's.
Okay, so I just have to I just have to make Tails run into the missiles, and then I'm fine. Can I like grab Tails?
Yeah, he should be able to pick you up and like float you, you know, fly you around.
How do you do that?
I do not.
He just kind of hangs out. What's the point of him?
Usually he can like airlift you for a minute.
How does that work?
Shit, I'd have to read the instructions.
You think
Just,
it came with a manual?
When the volume is really low on this music, it kind of sounds like Megalovania. I just keep hearing doo doo doo.
Oh, I can roll into the front of the bombs.
Nice.
Fucking Christ. Dumbass.
Oh, and the other thing that I'm proud of, I finished Pokemon. I like for
Oh, yeah.
real
Sword
actually
and Shield.
finished a game for the first time.
How'd you feel? Did you feel
Since
like
Undertale?
did you feel like Game Freak raped you?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
and now
I can't roll into the bombs.
I'm gonna
that was a lie.
hashtag Me Too Game Freak now.
Yes.
Hashtag Game Freak is over
Game Freak
party.
is so fucking lazy.
Hashtag post your
They're
fan
the
cams.
worst. They're a disgrace. Fuck Game Freak.
Wow, Game Freak! How dare you make me download DLC in 6 months? You fucking coward!
Game Freak is the worst.
You've
studio. I wanna play
stolen from me.
Temtem. Temtem is a masterpiece.
Temtem.
Fuck Game Freak. They're so
Oh,
lazy.
man.
I want to play Temtem.
Jesus.
I'm gonna come on my Temtem.
Stop!
I want to fuck my
No.
Temtem.
I definitely don't fuck any Temtems.
The Temtem is Spanish for the taint. I just like saying the taint.
But yeah, I know that you enjoy this. I'm
Well, because it makes you laugh every time.
Well,
It's fucking goobers, man. Boof.
but yeah, the after the credits game was pretty fun. I like that you got to hang out with peers. Made him a more interesting
Yeah.
character. I enjoyed that. Hop still sucks,
Hop is a fucking
but
douche.
he can't help that.
Hop is a big queer.
He is in fact a big dumb baby, so there's no curing that.
Yep, and you have to fight him like 2 more times in
Oh
the
my
fucking post game.
God. It's like,
Jesus.
dude, I am literally the fucking Pokemon Grand Champion of the world. Why do you think you can beat me?
Yeah.
You can't even beat some of these gym leaders.
Oh,
what are
am
you
I
fucking doing?
Oh, I'm doing the lottery. Look at that.
Oh, cool.
Neat.
Gambling. Nice.
Sonic 2's gotta have a casino, man. That'd be great.
Promote gambling to children.
My favorite part of Sonic games is where I can take my hands off the controller because he's doing his own thing.
He's just having a good time.
That's how you know it's a real Sonic game.
Because you can just take your hands off the controller.
Because you are basically not in control.
I mean, that's probably accurate. Okay. And then I guess we can do a general what's been going on / shit that we've seen recently.
What has been going on?
Well, here, let's do the movie roundup, and then we can do a little what's been going on.
The movie roundup.
So, we've seen some movies. Let's start with the oldest that we went to go
Oh, fuck,
see.
we're going backwards. What's happening?
God. Oh, jeez.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
Oh, jeez. Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Well, that was depressing.
That took no time to fuck
Well, I
up.
got sitting backwards. I didn't even know that was possible.
So, we went to see Makoto Shinkai's new movie,
Oh, yeah.
Weathering with You. What did you think about that, Victor?
It sure was a Makoto Shinkai movie.
Wow,
Somehow,
I do feel like it was Makoto Shinkai.
Conrad got a lot more out of it than we did.
For sure. Oh, definitely.
Because, like, he did his whole analysis video on it, and I'm like, all this stuff is there and interesting, but I don't like the movie, you know?
Yeah.
Because, like, the first half of the movie I thought was great.
Right.
I was enjoying it a lot.
I did, yeah. I enjoyed the first, like, 2 probably acts.
And then the second half of the movie is just like, okay, so this is the exact same thing as every other Makoto Shinkai movie.
Yep.
It's full of ridiculous illogical choices. The main character just becoming a fucking madman baby and learning nothing.
Selfish man-child, the movie.
Like, I like the the cultural analysis that Conrad gave. I agreed with that, and I was thinking
Sure.
about that after the movie about
Yeah.
how, like, you know,
it's like
everything
what
he said,
you
but
want
like,
versus what's better for society, because that is very much
Yeah.
how Japanese society
and
is.
it's very much like, for me, this is the world that the Zoomers live in, you know, where it's like they are expected to behave a certain way and like about global warming and shit, where it's like it is this burden that we put on them that they have no control over, but they take a blame for it, you know?
Yeah.
Zoomers are super sensitive about the planet because the other generations fucked it up for them, and they think it's their fault, and it's like, it's not your fault.
Yeah.
This was gonna happen
It's
either
not
way.
you, dude.
It's not you. You couldn't have
There's
done
nothing
anything
you can
about
do
this.
now, even.
Like, we are expecting you to not live your life the way we did and have the same fun we had because we fucked it up, you know? That's what the difference between with you know, the older guy who had the same shit going on as a kid, you know? Where it's like, you would have done anything to save your girlfriend.
Right.
I can't do anything to save my fucking girlfriend. Fuck you, you know? So it's like, that's the generational thing I see in the movie, is that, yeah, like, the next generation should have the same opportunities to do all the same shit that the Gen Xers got to do, and not have to worry about saving the fucking planet the whole time, because it's not their responsibility. They didn't fuck that up, you know?
Yeah.
Even though in the movie, the kid did literally fuck it up, but, like, yeah,
Just a little.
the question posed in the end is like, yeah, but like, this was gonna happen eventually anyways.
Right.
It wasn't you,
Whether
you know?
or not.
You didn't create the system that made this girl a rain girl, you know, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
It's not your fault that society is gonna inevitably crumble. You just do you and live your fucking life. And it's like, yeah, that's an interesting message. Did I like the movie? Not really.
Nah.
Thought the first half was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Second half fucking fizzled out and became a plagiarism of Eureka 7.
Oh my god.
I don't know how no one's
that
been
shot
talking,
that was literally
like,
just Eureka 7.
well, it's because the whole last scene, because he goes into the clouds, and like, what happens at the end of Eureka 7?
And no one seems to care.
Renton goes into the clouds, and then he fucking Eureka's there covered in Corallians, which happens in this
movie.
in the same. It's like the same scene.
It's literally Eureka
It's the same
7.
fucking
It's
scene.
the
And then they
same
fall from the
shit.
sky and do the Eureka 7 thing, and I was like, wow, well, that was great when I saw it in Eureka 7. I loved it.
Right? It's like, whoa.
Seeing it in this with these
Feel like
characters that I
I've,
really don't give
seen
half a
this
fuck
before.
about. with this guy who has just become a screaming maniac for like the last 45 minutes and has made no intelligent decisions whatsoever.
I'm gonna pull a gun on the police.
Lol. Who, you know, Renton had to go through this whole story where he learned all these lessons about himself and became a better person, and this kid just gets to go,
this kid is no better a person.
But I want to be selfish, and the movie goes, yeah, do it!
Right! Gives him a little fist bump, sends him on his way.
You don't have to learn anything!
Fuck everybody, am I right?
Oh, man. In the hilarious moment, because Conrad talked about how I had laughed, and it was the moment where he pulled the fucking gun, because it was hilarious.
It was fucking funny, dude. Nothing funnier than a little Japanese boy pulling a gun on the police.
It's like, what are you doing? What are you
gonna fucking do? What are you gonna fucking do? You're not gonna do anything. This is hilarious. Uh-oh.
What is that? Whoa!
Okay. Getting spooky up in
I was like,
here.
I want to hit the yellow one. Oh no. Oh, I had to jump. Shit. Can I jump in there?
No.
Oh.
You need those gold things.
Can I go back
in?
No.
I don't think so.
I didn't even realize that I was going into those through the thingies.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
Like the older dude in the movie is trying to get custody of his daughter.
Ooh,
and he's like on the cusp of being able to get custody, being able to see her, and then as he's literally in the process of getting custody, he decides to punch a police officer in the face to help this dumbass kid. It's like, you're not gonna get your daughter now, so I hope you're fucking happy.
Yes.
This was not a logical decision for you if you really want to see your kid ever again, but okay.
But this kid's girlfriend is in
oh
rain.
My God,
she's
in
a cloud.
cloud.
We need to save her.
Fuck what I want. What this kid wants matters more.
Yes.
Neat.
Eh.
Got it. So yeah, Weathering with You, it's a Makoto Shinkai movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
It just kind of ends the same way every other one of his movies does, and you go, alright.
Oh yeah, and they also had that extremely gratuitous insertion of the characters from Your Name.
Yes.
Which, by the way, the reveal for the girl from Your Name is that now she sells cheap jewelry to children inside of a mall? Wow, what a great life. Fantastic. She really aspired there, didn't she? Yeah. I really want to see this girl selling $20 rings to this kid. Great.
Well, maybe she moves on to better things after she gets back with Boy.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Boy will inspire her.
I'm sure she gets to be a housewife. Cool.
Yeah.
Great.
It's called a shufu.
How inspiring.
Oh man, we've been Duolingoing.
Oh yeah, hey.
Highly recommend Duolingo if you want to learn some
We're trying to learn that Nihon.
It gets you through it pretty fast, you know? I mean, I blazed through all the early lessons because I already know fucking Japanese.
You already knew all that shit, so I mean...
But
for me, who only took one semester of
it's
Japanese in high school...
fantastic at gamifying learning language, which works very well for me. Even though I had like a 30-day streak or something, and then I fucking missed a day on accident, and now I haven't used it since because I feel so bad that I missed the streak, and now I'm just like, well, I'm busy, I'm just gonna not do this. Because all that was keeping me in was keeping my streak. That's all that kept me remembering to learn Japanese.
I do need to Duolingo today, but today will be day 45.
Yeah.
And I mean, you know, in that time, I have relearned all the hiragana, and I've learned more katakana than I ever knew, so it's pretty good.
It was fun.
It's a good time. Duolingo is free. You don't have to fucking pay for it. It's great.
It's pretty
and yeah,
neat.
it does gamify it really well. Like you get really into advancing into the next league and keeping your streak and doing all that shit. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I did it.
Yes, we watched Weathering with You, and it was great, and we both really loved it.
It was classic. I love Makoto Shinkai.
Makoto Shinkai.
He's my favorite anime director.
Oh, and we also bought our tickets to Ride Your Wave, which is the new Masaki Yuasa movie, which is just Ponyo.
That's pretty soon, right? That's like next week.
Fucking...
Yeah, it's like next week.
Yeah, it's next week. It's next Wednesday.
Cool. Ponyo 3.
Exactly. Just like Luo for the Wall. Yeah, it seems like it's on the same themes.
But
like he loves the ocean. Yeah. The ocean theme. But hey, Lure Over the Wall was better than Ponyo, so
yeah,
there is that.
Fuck everyone. Lure Over the Wall was fucking great.
Lure Over the Wall was
and
so
hilarious
good.
and
I loved
bizarre.
It. It was so weird. Oh man, the weird dancing. It's so bad.
Miyazaki just doesn't scratch that itch.
Nope. Sure doesn't.
Woo.
It's a hard life.
Neat.
But we did go see
Poppy!
No, that's not. We're not done talking about movies. We're not done.
Alright.
Anyway.
What's the next movie?
We went to go see The Color Out of Space, starring
yeah.
Nicolas Cage. Kind of starring Nicolas Cage, but not really, because I wouldn't call him the main character
That's a
of
fun
that
one.
movie. What'd you think of The Color Out of Space?
It's a great 80s B movie that is great if you love B movies.
I 100% agree.
Yeah.
If you like the concepts of H.P. Lovecraft, if you like Nicolas Cage doing a silly rage accent for no reason,
Being Nicolas Cage.
if you love body horror and practical effects, you will like this movie. It is very reminiscent of the classic 80s horror movies that you know and love, you know. It's reminiscent of your Reanimators, and your movies like that, which I fucking love Reanimator. So, you know, that's perfect for me.
Mm-hmm. It's a movie that is strange to see in modern year.
Yes.
It is like, huh.
But I'm
they
very
made
happy
that. Interesting.
it exists. Yeah, it's again,
Oh,
yeah,
Tails
like
is there to show me
From Beyond.
how to interact with things. I see.
Yeah, he's your guide.
Boing.
If you get the chance to see Color Out of Space in theaters, I recommend it. If not, watch it when it comes out on video on demand, because it's fun and cool and great.
Yes.
And it has a great monster in it.
It does have a neat monster.
I won't spoil anything.
There's a couple. It has
but
a couple
it's
good
super neat.
gruesome Chimera-esque things going on.
The conceptualization of
Some
that
fun,
monster is
yeah.
fucking horrifying.
Fun
I
body
love
horror
it.
stuff going on.
It's so scary. You're just like, ooh, bleh. I don't like it. It's a really good idea. I'm surprised I haven't seen before.
Yeah.
There's a chicken in there. I also saw Underwater, starring Kristen Stewart.
Ooh boy.
It's
Tell
a
me
pretty
about
good
that.
Alien clone, you know.
But like, what is it about?
It is Alien, but underwater.
Okay.
That is literally
So
what it is.
There's like a monster.
So, and it's not a bad movie. I mean, you know, if you have an hour and a half to kill and you're into that kind of stuff, then by all means.
Sounds better than most horror movies.
The best thing about it is really that some of the scenery is practical. So, like, when it does remind you of Alien in that, like, some of the underwater set pieces are actually real and actually there. Like, the, like, hallways and stuff of some of the places and, like, the barracks and things. Like,
They
they're
built
really
a set.
there,
Wow.
and they're really there, and they look cool. And
Gotta
so
like how
nice.
that's the minimum to impress people these days. It's
Hey,
like actually
you know,
building a set.
You didn't stick them in a green room. I'm kind of impressed. You know?
Yep.
As far as, you know, Kristen Stewart, she does the Kristen Stewart thing, you know, as much as she ever acts, which is her mouth is slightly open and she looks moderately concerned. But it's fine. But the monsters, pretty neat, you know. The twist as to what the monster really is was kind of fun. You're like, alright, cool.
What was
that
it?
was neat. So, basically, the whole movie, they're fighting these, like, little underwater, like, swamp monster kind of dudes.
Ooh.
And they're kind of, like, everywhere, and they're real fucking fast, and they can, you know, bop you and get you real good, and they can get into
Get
little
you
tight
real good.
spaces and shit. And you're like, okay, they're pretty spooky. I like them. They're neat. And then the whole thing at the end of the movie is that the little dudes are actually just an offshoot of this, like, giant eldritch monster that had been hiding on the sea floor.
Oh, neat.
And they're born, like, out of her skin, which was pretty
I see.
cool. I was like, alright, that was neat. I can dig it. And it's because there was, like, offshore drilling, and it released this
Of
monster
course.
from the center of the Earth or another fucking, you know, galaxy. or
Liberal
whatever.
propaganda.
You know how it is.
Why do you hate the rich?
But, still pretty fun. Still a good time. All in all, if you like that kind of stuff and you have free time, go see it. Let's see.
Not over the Sonic movie, though.
No, I mean,
Sonic
definitely
first.
go see
Priorities.
the Sonic movie
Go fucking see
first.
Sonic, you idiot.
Definitely.
I need Sonic 2, you motherfuckers!
Listen,
Woo!
you have to fund our dreams.
What confuses me about Sonic is that when you go upside down, you have to keep holding the same direction that is now backwards.
Yeah.
And
It
that's
is a
what
little
slips me up
wacky.
every time. Because I naturally start pressing the other way when
And
I've
so it
changed
cuts your
direction. And
momentum.
then I stop and die.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
And we have another movie that you and I actually watched together.
What was that?
We watched Horse Girl starring
Oh, yeah.
Brie,
That
not
was
Brie
fun.
Larson. What's her name? What's that girl's name?
Not Brie Larson.
Not Brie Larson.
The girl from Community.
Yes, the girl from Community.
Yeah. You see her
I can't
boobies.
remember her name. You see her tits in a lot of Netflix stuff, dude.
Yeah. Sick.
You see her tits in Glow too.
True. But she doesn't look as good in Glow. She looks scary in Glow. It's just the way they make everything look in that show where it's so gritty looking.
Yeah.
It's just like, everyone's like, eh.
So Victor, what did you think of Horse Girl?
I saw boobies, dude.
Thank you.
Hey, man,
Victor's rating is boobies out of 10.
I liked her in Community back in the day, so you know I would have liked to see her boobies then, but
Wow.
now,
She's
now
too
it's,
old
now
now.
it's not as fun because
Because she's old.
well, no, it's just that I'm not single, so I feel bad about seeing her boobies.
So now you feel
Now I have to
bad.
feel bad about being like, dude, nice. I'm joking. Partially. I'm just being funny.
You're silly.
Yes. But yeah, a fun movie. I would recommend it if you're into movies.
If you're into movies.
It's a hard one to try to talk about because you don't want to
Yeah, you don't want to spoil too
give it.
much.
It's like if you haven't seen it, you're not really gonna give a shit about us talking about it, and I doubt you've seen it. But yeah.
It's
do
kind
you
of like
recommend
a psychological thriller kind of thing.
Sort of.
A little bit.
It's just like it's got trippy stuff
Basically,
going on.
yeah, it's one of those things where you're trying to figure out if the character is insane or not. The things that she's experiencing, are they real or are they not
Yeah.
real? What's really going on here? You know.
It's a weird one where I liked it,
Yeah.
but it's hard for me to recommend it because I don't know.
I mean, that's every movie we like.
how to sell it to
It's like,
anyone. Or I'm like,
How do I
can't
recommend this to anyone?
I can't really imagine everyone liking this, so I don't
Probably
really
not,
know if I
yeah.
want to recommend it. I could see where people might think it's boring or not really get it.
I mean, YMS clearly didn't get it.
Yeah.
He thought it was a comedy.
Yes.
So, whatever. Let him pick you up and carry you over the site.
Oh, I wanted to go up there, but I missed my shot.
Well.
Yeah.
The trash
Sonic.
man.
I'm Sonic. Shit.
Nice.
Sucks so much with Sonic. Insane. I just want to go fast.
Yeah, well,
I'm Sonic.
Some days you get to go fast, some days you get to eat trash.
Yep.
It'd be like that.
I'm the trash man. Sonic's taking out the trash.
Ooh.
Oh shit. And then I got hit by the next fucking thing. I hate these things. Everything in Sonic is just to derail you and make you feel like shit about your life.
I guess you're right. Yeah. I think that's really the
Yeah.
noteworthy movies for the beginning of the year,
Yeah.
right? No, we haven't seen.
I can't remember anything.
I saw Polaroid now that it's out on Netflix. That's a pretty fun movie if you want to watch some garbage. It's almost as good as fucking Wish Upon. The Wish Upon's better.
Goofy.
Wish Upon is like the best bad movie as far as modern horror movies go.
Polaroid seemed pretty vapid. I was editing while Hope was watching it.
Oh yeah, it's super
and,
vapid. But so
and I
is
was
Wish Upon.
seeing what was going on, and I was just like, this just seems like it is nothing. Like the plot
But it's hilarious.
just moved and it just
Dude.
went.
The demon in the photograph had pants on. He had little shorts on. It's great.
Yeah.
I love it. He had little shorts on.
The shorts were funny.
And then she
Oh, fuck, I
murdered
gotta
him
start
by
this over
crinkling
again.
up his picture.
This is where these
Setting
2D
it on
Sonic games
fire.
get me because I suck at them. And then when you die in game over and you have to start over again on a level, you're like,
Yeah. Hey,
Ugh.
Victor, old school games didn't hold your hand like these baby games today.
All I want is to run and jump and do my homing attack and then watch Sonic move fast. That's all I want. I don't want to challenge. I don't want to have to think.
I just want to go fast.
I just want to go fast.
Oof. Okay.
I like them sound effects though.
Woo! But yeah. So that's the movie roundup, I guess. Unless there's anything you've seen that you would like to talk about.
I don't think I've seen anything that you haven't seen.
Yeah, probably
That
not.
tends to be how it goes. I don't really watch things on my own.
Victor only watches things.
I beat Astral Chain. There was that.
Yeah, how was that?
It was fine. It's one of those
Did it change your
offshoot
life?
platinum games where it's like, yeah, it doesn't change your life. No one is gonna play it anyways. So like, you feel like you're the only person in the world who actually played and beat this game.
Yeah, probably.
But it was fun. It was one of those where like, with a lot of those action games, you know, they're designing it so that you're supposed to play it first on the one difficulty and then play it again on the harder difficulty. So like you get to the end of the game and you're like, it feels like I only just really got the hang of this and started having fun, and now the game is over and it wants me to replay it, but there's a bunch of shit that you don't want to do again, you know? Because it's one of those where it feels like this is the Platinum Games B team, like, getting trained on making their first game, and it's probably like a director who's young and really passionate and wanted to put all this shit in their game that is not necessary. Because you have to, like, go around town and do quests and stuff, and they just suck. Those parts fucking suck. They're stupid and vapid and just time-filling bullshit, and you're like, the fun of the game is going and fighting shit with these interesting mechanics that are really fun to engage with. But they have to give you all the stuff where it's like, I don't feel like they're trying to pad the game out. I feel like they wanted this in the game, you know? Like, they care about having this in the game and thought it was neat. It just isn't fun. It's just really pointless. There's so much just dialogue and shit where you're just like, I don't care. I just want to play the game. I don't want to walk around and find some dude's fucking cat like an open world game, except it's not an open world game. It gives you the impression it's an open world game, but it's not. You just start off missions by having to walk around a stupid area and talk to a bunch of douchebags and fucking decipher little clues and mysteries, and you're just like, stop. I don't care. That's the worst part of the game. The gameplay is incredible. It's awesome. Super enjoyable. Very fun. But, you know, then it's over and you're like, well, cool, I guess.
Thanks.
I guess I'm happy I got to play this, but I'm not happy I had to spend $50 on it, I guess. Even though I hate being a gamer who complains about the price of a game, but, like, you know.
But am I kinda...
And I got it for free for Christmas or whatever,
Yeah,
so,
I
like,
was gonna
I don't
say,
really care. And it was
didn't
fun.
feel
It lasted
busy
me a
get
while
there.
because I've been busy, so it took a while to beat it. It'd probably be even more fun as a game to beat in, like, 2 sittings, where, like, you'd really get a good sense of momentum with the story and everything, because the story's, like, batshit insanity the entire time.
I mean,
So,
it
like,
feels
there is
real
that.
anime, you know?
But, like, every level feels like it's the last level because it's so epic. And it's like, if you're 15, that's probably really, really cool.
Yeah.
But like, Bayonetta and stuff has the same vibe, but Bayonetta is a lot better. Bayonetta is a lot longer. It's just fighting and cutscenes. Like, that's fun, you know? You kill a bunch of shit, you watch an awesome cutscene. You kill a bunch of shit, you watch an awesome cutscene. That's what you want out of a fucking Platinum game. Like fucking Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, where it's just like the most fucking ape shit plot, and it's just action constantly, and then you're like, yeah, I can't wait to play that again because I didn't have to deal with any fucking finding some dude's cat or picking up trash. Like, thank God.
I knew the picking up trash would, like, enrage you. It's like, Victor will not think that's entertaining.
I mean, you can do it right, and you can do it wrong. Like, even a game like No More Heroes, like, that was a big criticism of the first game. Because, like, between each quest, you have to go do a bunch of mini-games. But those mini-games are at least neat and feel like something. Astral Chain is just like you're walking around talking to people who have nothing to say, you know? Mini-games are far, far more enjoyable than just walking around and talking to people about nothing. I don't know. There's neat stuff. You have your little chain dog, and he can sniff and dig.
He can sniff and
And you're
dig.
like, oh, cool. He has dog functions.
He's just like a real dog.
There's a lot of neat ideas where you're like, you know, it just could have been a better package. The game kind of looks like fucking dick because it's on the Switch, and the Switch, let's be real, looks like fucking ass when you're playing anything that's trying to have more details than Mario.
Yeah. I mean,
It fucking looks like
valid.
total dog shit. And you're like, you know, I can imagine what this would look like on the PS4, and it would be so much more interesting visually, and you'd be able to tell what's going on so much better. Where it's a little disappointing in terms of the art style of it, like, clearly not being realized to its fullest potential. But, you know, good game. Would recommend. Especially if you can get it for like 20 bucks. That would be awesome. It'd be, like, it's worth the play because it's so different. Ba-da-boom! That's, Astral Chain for you.
Okay.
Boing.
Astral pain in my ass.
You probably beat it pretty fast if, like, you just sat down and played the shit out of it. Yeah, let the bombs break the floor.
Nice.
Yeah.
A speeder.
It's the Eggman.
It's happy.
I am the weed man. I buy the weed. I am the. Didn't I already beat this?
Yeah.
How did I get sent so far back?
That's a
It's like game over, I guess, but I didn't think it'd
question.
send me back to the first world and everything.
I don't think this is a. Maybe it's because this is a boss.
No, it was a boss that had a sign at the end and everything.
I don't know.
I am the weed man. I buy the weed. I am the weed man. I got the master weed. I am the weed man. I buy the weed. I am the weed man. I have the greatest weed.
You woke up Lala. I hope you're happy.
You remember the Eggman song?
Yes.
Damn, Lala. You got a thick upper section. Thick girl.
Damn, boy.
Fluffy.
That boy thick, boy.
I am the weed man. I buy the
Anyway,
weed. I am the weed
As you were
man.
saying, we went to go see Poppy.
I have the greatest weed. I am the weed man.
All right,
Conrad's
I'm
gonna
changing
love
the
that,
topic.
okay?
Hmm?
So Conrad's gonna love that
okay.
if you listen to this.
Very nice. Hey, Lala, how's it going?
It's the sequel to Give Me the Weed, the Weed, the Weed, the Weed. Skitty dum bim bop. Why did I go back down? It does not benefit me at all.
I don't know.
I thought it would be neat, and it was not. Yeah, we saw Poppy.
So Victor, yes, we went to go see Poppy.
That was
in
Poppy.
DC.
What did we do?
Oh,
You're the Poppy master.
I'm the Poppy master.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're the greatest Poppy fan.
That's me. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
You were the initiator of Poppy love
yeah.
and
But
Poppy life.
Lala, why?
Is she scratching the couch?
Yeah.
She wants pets. Look at her. She's a fiend. She
But if
desires scratches.
If I scratch her too long, she'll bite me. Yep. Victor.
Well, it's
She
'cause you're not
fucking
doing it right. Did she bite you already?
No, yesterday.
Well, pick her up and put her in your lap.
What? No!
She won't bite you. She'll just leave if she doesn't want to be there, and then she won't bother you anymore.
You want me to pick you up?
I mean, she doesn't want you to pick her up.
You want me to pick you up and put you... This is great, podcast
Great content, yes.
As I fret if my cat is gonna bite me for petting her wrong.
Yeah.
Are you-
Oh,
Are
I'm glad you said your cat, not my cat. That's good. I like it when Hope acknowledges Lala as our cat.
Are you happy now, Lala? Lala, why?
She
You're just
loves
gonna
you.
bite me if I pet you wrong. This is why I can't pet you the way I want to, because you'll bite me.
Yeah. She's picky. She's a picky petter.
I can't. It's like 1 minute she likes the way I'm petting her, and then she's like, actually, no, fuck you.
Because you gotta kind of feel out where she wants you to go. You know, she'll tilt her
I
head
try.
where you want it, where she wants
I
it.
literally could not be more considerate in petting this cat if
Yeah.
I literally, like, fucking tried. I'm so attentive to petting her, and she
Yeah.
still bites me. I come from a family
Well.
that had dogs. Dogs don't care how you pet them. You can touch their feet, and they're just like, yeah, whatever. I don't give a
Yeah.
shit.
I mean, some cats are like that, right?
Not this one.
Yeah, not Lala. Lala doesn't give a fuck.
You're a fucking finicky bitch.
Oh.
I try to be nice.
And she just stares
and
at
pet
Hope.
you, and then you bite me. Why?
She loves you. It's a love bite.
No, it's not. Why?
I mean, maybe she was just doing a nice bite and not a mean bite.
There is no such thing as a nice bite.
Yeah, there is.
No.
She does a little gnaw.
No.
She'll just gnaw on your finger a little bit.
That was not. It was not my finger.
Yeah.
She got my arm.
Oh. She bit?
Yeah.
She
like,
never bites my like a scratch. I understand.
She
Huh.
does this to me all the time.
Damn. Maybe it's I don't know.
I'm telling you, I'm petting her and she'll bite me.
Yes. I believe you. I believe you.
And I don't know why. She'll be purring, she'll be butting her head against my hand,
Yeah.
and then she'll just decide to bite me. And I'm like,
I mean, she attacks my legs while I'm on the phone, and I don't know why.
why are you so mean to me? I'm nice to you. And then you bite
Oh
me.
God, I died at the same fucking part. Damn.
Anyway.
Are you gonna sit there, or are you gonna do? Stare at it. Right. I totally picked her up wrong. Okay, what are we doing?
Victor just like hoisted her up like a fucking wet
I'm telling
rag.
you, I mean that either she's gonna stay or she's gonna be like, oh fuck, I'm getting out of here.
Like
she's
a
not staring at you
little-
anymore.
A rag doll.
All right, what are we, Poppy? You were talking about Poppy.
Anyway, so we went
Can
to
I
go.
like hit this little guy up here?
Maybe. Probably.
Oh, neat. Oh, cool, I got him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very cool.
Yeah. So.
So we went to go see Poppy, and we saw Poppy last year, correct?
Yes.
So it was fun, you know, seeing her last year was cool.
Whoa. I hit the balls. I'm
Nice.
sorry, I'm getting, my mind is being blown.
Yeah, you're learning how to play Sonic. I'm very proud of you.
Oh, shit. Fuck. This is hard.
Like, so, yeah.
Damn it, Sonic. You fucking taint.
Damn it, Sonic.
Oh,
Anyway.
Jesus.
Um,
Every fucking time.
but she has since released a new album, so I knew this tour
Yes.
would be a little different
Which was
because
all
in between the tour that she had last year and the release of this album, she toured with God, what was that like hard rock band that she fucking toured with?
I didn't know she did
Sleeping
that.
with Sirens. She's toured with Sleeping with Sirens. And then this was her like independent tour for the album I Disagree. And so I was like, yeah, it'll be fucking sick. We'll go see Poppy. She'll be playing her metal songs. It'll be a fucking good ass time. But it was interesting because we went to see her
Oh my
last
God,
time
how am I supposed to do this?
as the headliner. And the venue that they had her in was like about the size of the Norva, like a decent sized venue.
Yeah.
But then we went to see her this time. We were in a different venue, U Street, and this venue was fucking tiny and just not set up very well.
Yeah.
Because it's all just like the stage is maybe 4 feet off of the ground, and then there's just a long rectangle going back from the stage where you stand, and the floor is totally flat. So if you're a short person and there's a 6-foot dude in front of you, good fucking luck seeing anything. Even if you're almost to the front of the stage, good luck. Good fucking luck, because the floor is flat, the stage is super low to the ground, so you can't like look up. It's just like, you're fucked.
Shit, what the fuck, dude? Ah, sucks.
Oh no.
Oh, God damn it, fuck!
Do.
And this is why I can't play Sonic games. I suck too bad. I'm terrible at this stupid baby game. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna play Knuckles.
I was gonna say, maybe you should play as Knuckles.
Let's
You
go
can
to
probably
Knuckles.
just change your character on that
Oh,
one.
can I? You think?
Maybe.
Whoa, look, he's playing with animals.
He communes with nature, my dude. Someone's touching my fucking emeralds.
This is like a separate campaign, dude.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
This
It's
is
like
cool
there's
shit.
blood flowing down that rock.
Oh no, Knuckles.
Unlike Sonic, I don't chuckle.
Fucking Canuck of the North. Oh no, maybe it is the same.
There you go.
No, this doesn't look like the same.
Yes, the gliding.
The background looks different. I think.
The gliding ability is so good. I
Yeah.
fucking love that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. It's so gratifying. I remember playing fucking Sonic 2 on my PC. I love that shit. Anyway, so yes, we were crammed into this tiny venue, and it was interesting because
Oh,
there was
I can
a
climb the
really
wall.
yes, you can climb the walls.
Whoa!
Yeah!
Whoa, cool.
Knuckles is the shit, dude.
Fuck
For
it is.
sure.
Oh my god, the gliding.
It's so
the
the
climbing.
gliding and the climbing makes the game like so much. And he can still go pretty
A new
fast.
dimension. Yeah, he's
Like
just
he's not as
Sonic.
fast as Sonic, but he can still go pretty fast. Uh-oh. Oh man.
I'm motherfucking Knuckles. I'm a rapper. Knuckles.
Well, at least thank you. Anyway. Anyway. But
Yes.
the demographic of people at that concert was definitely fairly
Yeah,
interesting.
that's right. That
How
was the
would you
most interesting
describe
part.
the people we saw there?
It was... Because, like, there was a minimal amount of, like, Hot Topic kids, which you would expect, you know? Because of the direction Poppy's moved in.
Yeah.
Like, at first you think, like you see a couple and you're like, oh, I guess this appeals to, like, modern Hot Topic kids now. But then, like, most of the demographic was either, like, guys that look like they listen to The Dick Show, and then, like, girls that were your age.
Yeah.
Who look like reasonable adults.
Yeah,
And then, like, weird, creepy 40-year-old men.
Well, there's like, there were hardcore girls who are obviously, Lala's may or may not be singing on the keyboard.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Did you stop the recording? Oh, no.
I don't know.
Oh, we gotta check the recording.
I was like, I saw her jump up there and I was like,
She went right onto the
this is
keyboard.
a problem.
Fucking spaz, dude. Now she wants to look at the window. It's gonna get all cold.
Don't open the window.
Okay, we're still rolling at 1 hour and 30 minutes.
Nice.
Sick. I'm just gonna keep going forever.
Yeah, just
I don't
fuck
care.
it.
Hey guys, if you don't like the length of the episode, listen to 30 minutes, pause, get back to it later. Another 30 minutes. No different from having an episode every day. No different at all.
You
I do this
know,
with plenty of podcasts.
I was gonna say,
with YouTube, if you close out and you click on it again, it puts you right back where you were.
You know, with the Mega 64 podcast, that's usually like an hour and a half, and then I just get up in the morning, listen to like 30 minutes, go to work, and then listen to the other next 30 minutes the next day. It's easy.
Yeah,
You just
there's
stop
a
when you're
pause
done.
button. It's not a
You
big
literally
deal.
just go, I have to leave? Okay. Boop. Done. And then I
Not
come
all
back
that
to
hard.
it. It's fine. But anyway, as we were saying, there's definitely like hardcore
Oh shit,
like
gotta
metal
get the
girls.
Master Emerald.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Hardcore metal girls. There were like some younger girls there, like probably like high school girls, maybe even middle school. Like definitely
Yeah,
some
there
girls
were-
were there being escorted by like their parents.
They're girls with their moms, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And then there was like normal looking like grown ass ladies, you know, like people my age who probably have a normal job and dressed like normal people.
Yes.
And then yeah, there was like the hardcore kind of dudes, like the punk rock metal dudes, definitely a lot of those guys there. And then like 40-year-old dudes that look like they listen to Fox News.
Yes.
And I was like, why the fuck are you here?
And they
Are
were
you like
super
trying
creepy.
to fucking creep on some high school girls or something? Why are you here? There was a dude behind us, like the whole show. So next to us was this like hardcore goth couple, like really tall dude, really small girl with like a sheer 9-inch nails shirt on, like had the whole goth aesthetic
And
going
she was
on.
doing that fucking hilarious dancing.
She was doing
the
the like vibe dancing the whole time.
She was pretty funny.
So she's next to me. Her boyfriend's like flanking her from behind because behind them are like a 3-pack of like Fox News dads.
Fox News dads.
They're all like the dude.
Perfect.
I literally saw one of the dudes behind her checking his phone, looking at Fox News articles. So like I'm not making this up. These were Fox News dads.
Fox News dads.
And then in front of me was like a
I just
younger
need to get
girl.
home and watch Fox News.
In front of me was a younger girl who had like her jacket and her hood up the whole time during the concert. So it was like quite the range of different kinds of people there. It
Yeah.
was really interesting. But it was also a lot of fun because definitely like all the people who were there were totally into it. Everyone was really positive. It's like
Yeah.
everyone there, you know, is there because they're fucking stoked to see Poppy. So you've just got like this weird miscellaneous pack of girls all screaming Poppy lyrics.
It was just
together.
like the first concert I've ever seen to have that like demographic of girls your age dressing normal and just looking like normal hipsters.
Looking
you
like
know?
normal hipster girls.
Like super normal girls who look like they just kind of use the internet. And like I started to realize, I had the revelation that these are just the girls who were into like emo stuff and metal music in middle school and probably dressed like Hot Topic girls and scene girls and stuff, or were like hoping we're like anime weirdos.
Yeah.
But like now they're adults and they don't dress that way anymore, but they still like that kind of music, and Poppy is the best thing for them that's come out in forever.
These were the girls that liked Panic at the Disco and Fall Out Boy back
Yeah.
when they were actually pop punk.
Exactly. And now
Not
it's like,
arena rock
well,
bullshit.
What appeals to those girls now? I guess Poppy, you know?
Yeah, it's the
they're
closest
adults,
thing.
and then now they get this cool, edgy pop music thing that's still feminine
This
and like...
hybrid metal / really girly pop. It's the American evolution of baby metal.
Yes. Ooh, I'm on the fucking high road. Yeah.
Oh.
Fast track. Ah, shit. Oh, I missed the zip line. Now I'm fucked.
But the show was really good. Had a nice fucking time.
Yeah.
Screamed a whole bunch.
It was a great...
I was also sick, so that didn't help.
You feel a wonderful evolution of the Poppy identity, because Poppy has always been, you know, a character with a lore and backstory, and like she's this android built to make pop music and stuff, and then the story was heading in the direction of becoming like the cult of Poppy. And like the last concert we went to was all the cult iconography.
The cult iconography, yeah.
It leaned super heavily into that. They did like cult chants. She was handing out her
the
blood.
poppy juice.
Yeah, the poppy juice. It was like the super huge cult theme. This one didn't really have a theme to it at all, you know? It had less of that like
there was less like showmanship.
yeah,
to
less
it.
showmanship, because she's split up from
Titanic Sinclair.
yeah, Titanic Sinclair, and it seems like she's taking the story in sort of her own direction now, which makes sense with where the character was going, because the character was kind of starting to have like an identity beyond being the robot. There was like the duality of Poppy, and so now you feel in the concert like she's left the Poppy behind and has become the woke metal Poppy, you know, and has embraced that identity, and like this is Poppy's personal identity that she came up with herself, and it isn't the robot that she used to be, you know?
Yeah.
And you feel that in the show, because she's like using her natural hair, she's not wearing a wig, she's just wearing like a punk rock outfit with a leather jacket and stuff, and it just feels like this is the real person behind this android character coming out, because she's created a scenario in which she is now able to express herself more openly, you know?
Yeah.
By not being the perfect pop star robot anymore. She's taken an identity of her own, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, she's definitely done a lot to change aesthetically what she's going for. Like she does, she like you said, she uses her natural hair, and then she's got like she's got it in such a way where like the ends are still blonde, but the majority of it is now black.
Yeah.
And then she'll do really, really heavy, really interesting makeup, which, like, when she was the, like, robotic Poppy character, she never had, like, really dramatic makeup. It was always very, like, trying to make it look natural, and then, like, very feminine outfits.
Yeah.
So she's really stepping away from that and trying to assert
totally
a lot
different
more individual
type
like,
character.
into it, more character into it. And you can tell, like, she's still doing the Poppy voice, you know, but she's being much more emotive, and you can see her, like, smiling and having fun.
Her voice, I think, naturally sounds pretty similar to that.
Yeah.
Like, she does just have, like, a weird light voice.
She is still,
But she didn't play any of the pop songs. She only played metal songs.
She only played her metal shit, so definitely. You can tell she's trying, it's like a clean break from...
Which just makes me,
co-op.
it really makes me wonder if she's still following a narrative with that, where it's going to come back around full circle, and this is like an arc where it's like, this is Dark Poppy going off and doing her own thing, and then normal Poppy's going to kind of come back? Or is it just going to keep, is this just the direction now, you know? Is
Yeah,
she just
I
gonna
don't
keep
know.
making metal music and sort of embrace this identity, you know? I'm very curious about it.
We just gotta wait and see.
Because as a story progression, it would make the most sense if she bounced back and then became kind of a new combination of what she always was. If it were a planned plot. If it's
Yes,
a
but
person,
is
then
it a
she's probably
planned
going to keep
plot?
making metal music because everyone loves it, you know? And she clearly really loves the music.
Yeah, she's clearly having a lot of fun with this.
Oh no.
Whoa!
Dr. Weedman.
We also had some really good ramen in DC.
Oh yeah, we had some kick-ass ramen.
At Akira Ramen.
Oh, fuck, but fucking last night before we saw Sonic, we went to this place, Oishi Burger. One of my favorite local millennial-owned Japanese places. Even though it's run by Filipinos. But, they fucking have chu-hais. My favorite fucking Japanese beverage. Because it's the, it's just fucking delicious alcohol. That tastes like a peach soda.
Yep.
Because they had the peach kind there. We didn't try the grapefruit kind. But fucking peach chu-hais are just godly to me.
Peach
I love it
chu-hais
so
are
much. I would drink it
peach-flavored
every moment of
anything,
every day
really.
if I could. I fucking love it. So we had chu-hais last night and I was so excited. Because it's the first time I've seen them in America since we got back from Japan.
To be fair, you do need to clarify. These are American branded chu-hais.
Yes, they are made in the
not
USA.
The literal Japanese chu-hais. So they are a bit different.
Yeah, they
definitely
taste
taste
more alcoholic.
more Mike's Hard Lemonade than the real like Japanese chu-hais do.
Yeah. But they're fucking chu-hais. It's still way better than a Mike's Hard Lemonade.
It's still far better than Mike's Hard
It's
Lemonade.
pretty fucking good. It's still peachy as fuck.
It is still quite peachy.
And that's all I really need in my life.
And we
is
got a
some
free
fucking
dessert
peach.
because it took a while to get our
Yeah.
appetites.
We went on Valentine's Day and it was loaded.
I always forget
Motherfucker,
that,
no!
Yeah.
Shit.
I always forget that like holidays, like Valentine's Day, people make
Yeah.
reservations in restaurants. What?
It's because we're not I don't still take you on dates, you know? I'm just
Yeah.
not dating you
Yeah.
like we used to.
I
Not
can't
getting
tell you
reservations, bro.
How many people, when I tell them I'm I'm engaged, have done the whole never stop dating line, and I'm like,
I don't
"Nigga,
understand what it means! I don't know what it means! Like, what
Like,
the fuck does that mean?
Okay.
Ah!
Thank you.
What is a date to you?
I really appreciate this unsolicited
Never stop
advice.
dating.
Thank you so much. You've saved my
No,
marriage.
the default advices are, you know, never stop dating, and then she is always right. Always.
Even if she's being hysterical.
She is always right, no matter what.
Happy waifu,
Shut the fuck
happy
up.
waifu.
Women cannot tolerate being wrong ever. Just give up.
Just ask my mom.
Ah! Shit.
Uh-oh.
Fuck. That is true.
Yeah.
Both of our moms are incredibly guilty of the she is always right meme.
Yep. 150% accurate.
Eh.
Nice.
Just surrender. It doesn't matter the circumstances, you are wrong. Female is always correct, because female cannot stand to lose.
Female cannot be wrong.
Which is even worse, because then it's also implying what all men are thinking, which is that the woman is incorrect, but you just have to tolerate her being wrong, you know?
have to give her the consolation prize of being right.
Because what
Quote,
people
unquote.
are really saying when they say that is, we know she's always wrong, but you have to
But
pretend
women are
like she's
irrational,
intelligent.
and they'll make your life hell if you call them out.
She's an irrational psycho. Just tolerate her ignorance.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Fuck, fuck. Oh, okay.
I made it.
Ooh.
No!
Oh my god.
It's okay. We have plenty of time.
Yeah. I just feel like this
Yes.
is a never-ending hell.
Happy wife, happy life.
So yeah, just remember, women are always right.
Yes. Because they are irrational psychopaths.
Women are always
Oh
correct.
shit!
Oh my
I
god.
thought I could just walk between them, but I started too slow.
Women are always correct, and the reason for your existence is to have children.
Yes.
This is just the facts
yes,
of life, okay?
absolutely.
I'm just
But
reminding you.
having children will also ruin your life.
But, yes.
But
having children
they'll be the best
will
part
ruin
of your life.
But if you don't do it, you're gonna regret.
But your life will be
not doing
empty
it.
and you'll have no purpose whatsoever. It's the worst thing and the best thing to ever happen to you, and you cannot live without it. Fuck me. Knuckles died. He died. The having kids thing is a trip. Like, there's nothing in our culture we are more, like, completely backwards about in terms of how much everyone wants to make it out like it's the worst thing that could ever happen to you and also the best thing that could ever happen to you.
So I was just like, wait, but
it just
which
depends
one
on the
is it?
context and how right or good it makes you feel to have that position, you know?
Yep. It's completely circumstantial.
It's like, if it makes me feel better than whoever I'm talking to, then my kids are the best thing to ever happen to me. But
however, if it means my life is worse than yours, then
oh my god, having kids, it's fucking
why
cancer.
would you do it?
It'll literally make you want to blow your fucking brains out.
Don't have kids.
Damn it, game over. Alright,
but
maybe we should
also,
stop.
have kids or else you're a fucking freak and I'm gonna judge you.
Are we out of topics?
Yes.
Okay, so that's it. I can't play Sonic Mania, I'm too bad. I should let you play. You wanna be Tails?
No.
You wanna be Knuckles?
Of course, yeah.
You wanna continue where I was? Yeah, I can't change character now.
Oh yeah, you're locked in.
What difference does it make if you're just Sonic?
I don't know.
You just don't have Tails.
I mean, I don't know why you'd want to be just Sonic.
Game options. I'm in the off. Oh, cool. I guess these are like cheat codes, so you can unlock it.
Cheat codes.
Let's explore. Time attack.
Competition.
Cool, we can compete. Oh, there we go. Now there's a two-player mode. Let's probably like take turns.
I would imagine.
You know, that shows two people together, so. Options. What are my options? Clean. Oh, cool.
Whoa!
CRT. Neat. Oh, that's neat.
That's super cool.
What's the difference between clean and none? Wow.
Man, we gotta watch that animated Sonic movie tonight.
Oh, fuck yeah.
We
Definitely.
gotta download that. It's a
That's
shame you don't
fucking
have it on
happening.
VHS anymore.
Yeah. I bet my parents have it.
No, we looked for it when they moved, remember?
Shit, did we?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Because I was like, we
I was
should
like, how did I
definitely
how
take
did
that
I not bring
VHS.
that?
And then we couldn't find it.
Whoa. Those
Yeah.
credits. Here we go. Some kind of bonus stuff. Woo! I guess we can play this on another episode.
Yeah.
It seems like you're really into it.
I like it.
I
It's
just
fun.
gotta get better at not dying constantly.
Yeah.
Sucking at the game. Alright. That's it for this episode, I can
Hey,
hope.
it's been probably like 2 hours.
Yeah, so it's fine. And we did it early, so it's still light outside, which is nice.
Yeah.
Now we can do whatever we want. We should play Pokemon. The card game, not the
Oh, I was like,
not the game.
we can.
Okay. Yeah, hour and 42 minutes. Perfect. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. It didn't work. Oh, I turned the keyboard off. Oh, that's why Lala didn't stop it, because I turned it off like a genius. I'm a badass, and I turned the keyboard off, so I didn't fuck myself.
Wow.